Hi my friends, we are here in the central station of Antwerp and we're headed to a venue called SAC, S-A-C, Sint Anneke Centrum, on the left bank of the Schelde, and we are going to see the Elvis Fair. Let's see if we can find it. Nu verlegen daar. Well, that was the Elvis Fair, and as you can see behind me, you can see the old city of Antwerp, and this is also the place where Double Trouble was filmed, at least a piece of it, without Elvis of course, but he came from that direction and he arrived here in Antwerp singing Old MacDonald. But we're not gonna sing Old MacDonald, we're gonna sing I've got double trouble, I've got double trouble, twice as much as anybody else, oh yeah, oh, oh, oh. Well, we are back in the Elvis room. We've returned safely home from the fantastic Elvis Presley Society Fair. It's held twice a year, once in the winter and once in the summer. This was the summer edition, and I had so much fun, ladies and gentlemen. It was a great fair, so many great Elvis items there, records, books, trinkets, you name it, it was there. A lot of nice people, a lot of guys who watch my videos came up to say hi. There's nothing more than I love more than you guys come and say hello to me, that because then I can see your faces and I know who I'm talking to on my videos. I'm just talking to a blank screen here, and I might as well talk to myself. But as I said, there's nothing more that I like than to do that, to have a conversation with you guys about Elvis, certainly about Elvis, and about a lot of other things. So if you see me, come up and say hi. I don't bite. Well, not hard. Anyway, as I often said, that's the greatest legacy Elvis left us. It's not only about the music, not only about the movies, about the pictures, about the books, about whatever. After nearly 50 years when he's gone, ladies and gentlemen, he still brings people together. And that to me is the greatest legacy of Elvis. That's the wonder of Elvis. I cannot tell you how many friendships I forged with thanks to this guy. Cannot tell you, it's too much. Anyway, let's not bore you to death. You want to know what I bought at the fair. Well, I didn't buy a lot, but I bought these two things. These are, of course, from the movie Lilo and Stitch. I bought one for my wife, and I bought one for my daughter, and I hope they like it because, well, they're cute. So those are for them. You see, I'm not selfish at all. And then one of the vendors, Alain, a good friend of mine, you saw him in the video, he was selling magnets. And there are magnets, whoops, in the form of Elvis records. You see, I'm not gonna show them all to you. There are 35 in total, and well, you can imagine the rest. And he also gave me this one for free. So he's a heck of a nice guy, Alain. And then there's something in this bag, of course. As you all know, my greatest collection is my records. My biggest collection. Now, I had people ask me how many records I have. Currently, I have about 600. Not that much, but not that little either. The first one that I bought, ladies and gentlemen, today is Elvis Live in Dallas 1975. It's a special edition from the It's Elvis Time fan club, the Dutch fan club, who made this record in 1987. And I bought it at that time in 1987. I ordered it from the fan club and I bought it and I gave it away when I gave away all my records. When I started collecting, when I was collecting my CDs, because, well, nobody wanted records at that time. CDs were the thing, records were passé, they didn't matter anymore, and boy did I regret that decision. So when I saw this for 25 euros, I had to buy it again. This was actually on a marketplace. A good friend of mine, Michel, who you also saw in the video, a seller there. He's one of the best sellers I know because his prices are really democratic. Sorry, you Republicans, but they're democratic prices. And I called him and asked if he wanted to bring that to the fair today, and he did. So 25 euros, not that much for a great record. But when I haven't played it yet today, but when I bought it originally in 1987, I always thought the sound was a little low. It wasn't a hard sign. It was quiet. It was a quiet record. Maybe this one is not quiet, I don't know. That's the second one I bought, ladies and gentlemen. A monaural copy of Paradise Hawaiian Style. I have a 70s copy of this one, American United States release. Can get it out. I don't know if this is the correct inner sleeve. I don't really care. But this is the label. It's a flat white leather RCA Victor logo, flat label. So now I finally have an early one. Goes well with my 70s one. Huh? Anyway, let's put it there for the time being, because I have to play it first before I really put it away. The next one is this one. You saw it? It's a TROUBLE sticker. It's the Today album, which coincidentally this year is 50 years anniversary, and I already have this copy, but not with the hype sticker of TROUBLE, and now I have. I paid $30 euros for this one, and it came with this inner sleeve, and it's a tan label, as you can see, made in USA. So I think, now that I come to think of it, my other copy is a Canadian copy, not a United States one. A Canadian, yeah. Anyway, I bought it solely for that sticker. Paid $30, 30 euros for a sticker. Am I crazy or what? You decide. I think the jury is out on that. Anyway, glad to have that one. And the last one that I bought, ladies and gentlemen, is actually the first one that I bought at the fair. And it's the Italian copy, Italian version of my favorite, absolute favorite album from Elvis in Memphis. And this is the back. This even also has a hype sticker, a number 14. It's not a hype sticker, of course. It brings the value down, I know, but well, I don't sell my records, so I don't care about that. It's also on a tan label, and it's, as I said, my absolute favorite Elvis record of all time. I never get tired of that, and it's on the magnet also. Of course, this is the original. It's nice to have that one. I'm really glad that I finally found this copy. The vinyl is pretty mint. Yeah, the cover, of course, there's writing on it, so it's not mint. I couldn't care less. I paid 20 euros for it, and I've seen them around on other fairs for as much as 80, almost 100 euros. Normally around 75 euros. I saw them a lot of times, but I thought that was a little bit too much, but when I saw it for 20 euros, I just had to snatch it up. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope that you can join me in the next Elvis Fair, which is, I say it again, held on December the 21st of 2025 in the Hanegraafstraat number 5, linkeroever, Antwerp. And if you see me there, run. No, just come and say hi. As I said, it's Elvis's greatest legacy, bringing people together, and I really hope I can see all of you guys sometime. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a real good evening, a real good night, a morning, a day, whatever the time is when you decided to look at this video. I wish you all the best, and I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.
You're a good audience. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much.